right up and get your products over here.
The black market.
What's up, guys? It's Baker strolling through the black market looking for some wicked bargains. And what do I discover? I see the sign up on the door with the open light blinking, and Fright Theater is in business. Now, Steve, I thought that Fright Theater was out of business, but I guess you guys have still been in business, right?
Yeah, we never stopped. We just had to take a break from the actual community, and take a back seat. Still sculpting for other vendors and doing some casting, mold making, and whatnot. But from the haunt community, we kind of had to take a back seat for a while I finished my career, and then come back in.
As you can see, the little sign is there. This is Steve Orihood, by the way. I kind of glossed over there and didn't mention the last name. But now, Steve, you started Fright Theater how many years ago?
Ooh, it's been over 20.
Really?
Yeah, and I think, our first time vending actually was at the first Midwest Haunters convention in Columbus. And I want to say that was in 2003 or 4. And then our first time at Transworld was 2009.
Yeah, I didn't realize when Midwest started. Like when I got into the haunt scene about 2007 or 8, like that's when I discovered all the forum boards and kind of started HauntCast and all that stuff. I just assumed it had been around for a long time, but it really started up about 2003.
No, it started around that. I think it was around 2003, I want to say. And it was an offshoot of what was it? Ohio Hunters Conference. And that turned into Midwest Haunters Convention. So I attended that show 1 year, and then right after that was Midwest. Our first year we vended, and that was the first year of the show. Yeah.
Now, when I had you on HauntCast, and I did have you on HauntCast years ago, I'm thinking 2009, 10, you were on with Brent Ross. So he did most of the talking.
He did.
Yeah, but you guys were on, and that was like quite a while ago that we did that. Yeah. I have it's posted. I think I have it up.
No, don't turn people to that. That was terrible.
It's in the archives. It's out in the archives. You can probably find it. All the dirty laundry is in the archives.
I know, right?
Almost everything's posted now. But hey, before we get too deep in the weeds with Fright Theater and everything, let's talk about what was I like to dig into people's past. I want to find out how you got into the all this Halloween and haunt foolishness, and what was the how did you start up Fright Theater, or what was your background in all of this?
Just like we all had this passion for just a desire to haunt. All of us that got into this, you, me, and I didn't even realize there was a community of people that felt the same way, So until the forums on the internet and whatnot, it's like, oh, wow, there's a big community. Still small, but a big community that I didn't know existed.
How far do you go back? How far do you go back, recalling, starting to make stuff or do things around the house? How far back does that go?
Well, that was the first thing that I ever made, and like most people, that was the Flying Crank Ghost. The Phantasmachanics website, and it was for my daughter's Halloween party. And so I thought, I was going to do something really cool. And this was in, I don't know, around 2000.
Okay. And, so you weren't making stuff back when you were a youngster, when you were a little kid?
No, I mean, just the hand out of the dirt, and then, with the wire on it and the string and, nothing grand. I mean, gosh, back then there wasn't a whole lot out there, a lot of information or materials.
Nope.
And I didn't, quite frankly, knew that I could do anything on the scale that I can do now. I didn't realize that it was a possibility.
Yeah, it's amazing how you get to that point and you're like, oh my God, I can build stuff out of like PVC, duct tape, hot glue, a liquid latex.
You start out
are
like
you
that.
kidding me? Like, you start out and I'm sure the armatures in your cool props behind you do not have PVC armatures.
No, they're pretty. I'm glad you actually said something about that. The armatures, they're actually a steel armature throughout. The static characters, like this one I'm pointing to right there on the end, he has a rod that runs throughout his whole body. It's all welded together, except there's a threaded rod that goes down in the hips. Are you seeing it?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was just being a wise ass, like pointing to the HAUNTCAST logo.
Yeah.
Because my head was blocking the whole thing. Yeah.
So anyway, we were trying to figure out a way to ship these economically. Because they're all like 6 foot characters. They're not 5 foot something. They're large, imposing characters. So decided we were going to break them down to where the actual from the torso disconnects from the legs. There's a rod that goes right down through the hip area and then bolts at the bottom. What happened basically, we did this so we could, condense a box, put it in a smaller box and ship it, UPS instead of freight. But something happened while doing that. We realized we got more movement in the characters. So posing them, you can pose them however you want. They can be bent in the arms, the knees, wherever, shoulders, but they can also, the torso could be turned left and right and then locked into place. So you're not stuck in this position like this, like that character is. You can pose them however you want, as well as turn them away from the feet that are like straightforward. You could turn them, left and right and whatnot, and then lock them into position, which is kind of unique. You don't see that in body forms. So that was kind of an accident, a happy accident that,
Yeah, usually when they
were
say
trying
they're
to figure out.
Yeah, when they say they're static props, they're really static props. They're really not.
Yeah, these
much
are
movement
really.
Yeah,
these are really posable.
Yeah,
the ones that I have 2 static characters right here that we're showing today, and then 2 animated characters that we're showing today. We plan on bringing. We're 6 weeks out, Trans World, and we plan on bringing 7 animations and 8 static.
Okay. Nice.
So,
and this is the first time you've been back there since 2009 or ish, or
no,
so?
we did 2009, we did 2011, and then we did last year.
Okay.
So we did 2005 or 25, and now we're doing 2026. So this is our 4th time back to Trans World.
Yeah, I wasn't there last year. I think there was plans to go, and then Johnny Thunder at the last minute was like,
"Yeah, I heard something about." Now you're not going to have a booth, but are you going to be there this year?
No, I'm not.
Not at all. Okay.
Put it this way: I'm never doing a booth there. It's too expensive, and considering I make no money off of doing this. It's just when I was earlier on and things were happening and we were like, it was just a lot more action and exciting, and I was a lot more motivated back then to like take risks of like, hey, let's just go spend the money and get a booth and do it. It was great. Don't regret it. Had a blast. But I did 2 cons last year. I did Midwest and East Coast.
That's where I ran into you at Midwest.
I did like a big push last year to get the word out, like HAUNTCAST is around, it's back, and then I was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, it's like, if you're gonna listen now or watch now, great. I hope you do. But I no more spending money on promotions and advertising in cons.
I get it.
I would have done East Coast. I would have actually done East Coast and got a booth again, but there was a motorcycle motorcycle trip that I've had on my radar in Andalusia, Spain. And the guy who runs Tuscany motorcycle tours, and I did a Tuscany tour in Italy 3 years ago. And he told me he was going to start doing these. I've been wanting to do it. I've been wanting to get back over to Europe to do a ride because I do a couple of motorcycle tours a year. Though lately I've only been chasing around and vetting out areas for moves. You know what I mean? So I haven't been doing a lot of cool sightseeing. But anyway, it just happened to be, it was the exact week at the end of April. It's April 22nd through the 29th. And I'm like, I had to make a decision, and I was like, no, I'm doing that Andalusia trip, and that's it.
Yeah,
you know? I have not done anything really like a really fun ride in a couple of years, and all I've been doing is vetting out like Kentucky and wherever. And I said, nah, okay, I'm just doing this anyway. So, however. What was I going to say? Oh, just mentioning, because you were talking about the posability of your armatures. Yeah, I had one of your like Nerf ball skeleton guys, and I think was it the periwinkle? It was the one that had the zombie.
Probably.
It had the zombie looking face, but the skeleton body. You know, but it had a little bit more of a zombie face.
That was periwinkle.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised. I pulled that out of my ass. I was trying to think of that like a couple of weeks ago. It couldn't come to me, and then for some reason it just popped into my head. I was like, periwinkle, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Nailed it. Love that.
That's it. I came across an old flyer for one of the shows, and it has the old characters in there, the periwinkle, Boogity, what was the Bonaparte?
Yeah.
Now, goofy names.
Now the one that I had, and it was lightweight. It was very bendable. Like the fingers could bend, the arms bent. Mm-hmm. So it was great. I had him in this position, and he had the mounting bracket on the back. So I attached him to a scissor mechanism or extender mechanism, and I used the thing for a number of years. It would just shoot out at people, and if it hit them, it was just like a Nerf ball. So it would just bump into them anyway. So you couldn't harm anybody, which was fantastic. It was very lightweight for the size of it because it was like a 5.5, 6 foot guy or skeleton. And I love that thing. I just let go of it last year. I had it, and I wasn't utilizing it.
That's over 15 years.
Yeah,
now.
I sold the mechanism, and I had gotten like 15 years of use out of it. Yeah. And I finally, a couple of the fingers broke off after all that time. I think I only really lost one finger. The other one was just a little loose. I ended up selling it to some guy on the North Shore who had a home haunt, and I'm like, I just want this to go to a place where it's going to get use. Right now, I'm barely utilizing it. I sold the scissor mechanism years ago, and I would just like put it out. Like usually it would be near me and my little front yard driveway set up on Halloween night. Because I have a full yard display, and then I just do a quickie setup of a mini little walk-up haunt thing in my driveway, and I would always like throw him up near me or like cable tie him to one of the PVC posts so he's standing there, and I just finally said I gotta part with a few things, and I sold that in one of my Unit 70 props that I had for years too, and but anyway, I'm glad it still lives on. It's gone off to another home haunt and still getting some use, and it's still kicking 15 years later, and it took a lot of abuse too, and it's still rocking and rolling. So great quality. Now, you sold, if I'm not mistaken, did you sell the forms off to Brent at DC Props for those original skeletons, right? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he actually bought those and then modified them a little bit for his own liking, So he redid the skull itself and changed a few things around skeletal wise to fit what he liked. So so he's still going at it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you go to his site. He's got him on the erectors. He's got him on the bushwhackers. He's kind of utilized them in like every single way. It was like I think that was his like weak point that he had to rely on like Bucky skeletons and stuff, which are a little too heavy and
that's
unwieldy.
the thing.
You know,
that's where that all came from. That's where that all came from because back in the day, and we didn't have. We just basically had the forums and then the monster list of how-tos and whatnot. And so the skeleton, sculpting that, we needed something that was going to be safe to, like you said, to fling out, you throw a 40-pound Bucky on a scissor and it goes shooting out and parts go everywhere, it could get dangerous. We needed something safe and lightweight, and then if you got hit, it was like getting hit with a Nerf ball, and that's exactly how we said it. It was like getting hit with a Nerf ball. Yeah. So, and still to this day, the same thing. I designed the armatures to where we can modify them for the same way we did for your prop, and that it's going to be safe as well.
Yeah. So you can like add the like mounting brackets in the back and do those type of things. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anything else that people like typically would need that you could do as a modification? Do you get hit up by? Is there anything like that you? I do that people would ask for.
Just different animations. Hey, could you make him do this? Can you make it do that? I'll have some ideas like the things that I'm bringing to the show, and then they might be like an offshoot of something that was custom made. I do get hit up, and we do custom stuff as well. Yeah.
Okay. And you have, what's your lineup? Can you like name off your lineup of creatures?
What I have right here is this one. I don't know if you could see him real well, but
I can see him. I mean,
his name's Poke, and then Harvest Moon, the Master. The Master's the head vampire, right?
Okay.
And then this is our serial killer, Silas.
Okay.
So he has a different version as well to him that we're bringing at the show. Going to kind of keep that under wraps, but it's really cool.
So
I will tell you on this, I was inspired by that Netflix Monsters, the Ed Gein thing on Netflix.
Yeah,
I was really inspired, and so I took a couple animated props, ideas that I had in my head, swirling around, and punched them out. So
yeah. Now these are brand new, not on the website currently. Is that correct?
Not on the website.
Okay.
The two Poke is and the Master, but these two right here, the animated ones, you're seeing them here first. And the next time you see them, will be at the show. They won't be advertised or even shown up on the website until then.
Okay, so what do they do as far as animation? What do they do? Like, what can they do?
Here, I don't have the audio going yet.
Okay.
Like I said, we're a little bit far out. I'll hit Harvest Moon. You ready?
Okay.
Now he's not all bolted down yet, but he leans forward, arms raised up, and the head, rocks back, mouth opens wide, and it's like he's been just eating a bunch of pumpkin guts.
Are these pneumatic? Are they pneumatic animations? Okay.
Yeah. So he's rocking back and forth and wobbling because he's not bolted down. He's just like on a. So kind of get that. And then.
Yeah. And you got this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead. The other guy, the serial killer.
Yeah, that's Silas.
Yeah.
And if you kind of watch the bucket, the whole gag on this is, you would think if it's going to be animated, something's going to come out of the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of a gore topper to it, and he's just standing there holding a bucket of goo.
Okay, you know what?
So,
see if you can try to move your laptop a little bit. I don't think I'm seeing it. Okay, great. There you go.
All right, let me hit it one more time.
All right, go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
Can you see it?
No, I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Okay, let me get right up on it.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Plus, my camera's right in the way. No, but I can still see it.
You ready?
Okay, hold on. Go for it. Oh, all right.
So she'll spray a mist of water out of her mouth.
Oh, it's a sprayer as well?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then there'll be some screams and whatnot. So, yeah. But that's a couple of the animations.
Cool. So, and how many creatures do you have in your lineup?
15 total.
Total of 15.
So, 7 animated and 8 static.
Okay. So that's pretty.
So we have 5 others.
So your whole lineup are basically
5 other animated.
They are all creatures of one sort of another. Vampires.
We have zombies. Zombies, a scarecrow, a couple serial killer props, vampires.
Great. So this was
classics.
So you came back just like a couple of years ago to do a big push. You've been doing stuff, but not doing a full not
push. In the light,
kind of behind the scenes, so more or less. So what is it? Did you retire or so, or is your workload a little? Did you retire?
Yeah, I retired. Yeah. So so I had to finish up my career.
Yeah.
Kind of take a step back because we got years ago. It got so busy that I was at a point where I either had to quit my job and go full time, or cut back and finish my career. And that's what I chose to do.
Yeah.
Just finish my career, and then now we can go all out.
Cool. So you basically just kind of wrap things up, and now you're full bore, and now you're just getting ready for Transworld for this year, 2026 Transworld. And you're doing like Midwest, are you doing other stuff, or are they worth your booth space there?
We Midwest is just a few weeks out from Transworld, and it's just going to be too difficult to put together another booth. A lot of people like to buy the floor models and to turn around in just a few weeks and build a new booth and go right back out is going to be real difficult.
You mean you're talking East Coast? You mean? Are you talking about?
No. I think no. I mean, East Coast. I'm sorry. That is just a few weeks out.
Okay, I thought you.
Now Midwest.
Easy
Midwest. This last year, when I met up with you at Midwest, we were delivering. We had a meeting with an individual, a haunt, and then we also had a few orders that we were delivering to customers that were going to be at the show. That ordered at Transworld.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to cover about the product, materials, I don't know, quality, anything like that? Plug it away, man.
Yeah.
Sell it,
sure.
baby.
We use less and less latex now. Before it was just all like latex and foam. Now we do a lot of urethane, which is I guess the best way to explain the heads and the hands is it's almost like a bicycle seat, where it's flexible, like a flexible, feels like kind of a flex, with also foam in the back.
Yeah.
If you were to sit on a bicycle seat, like a cushioned bicycle seat.
Yeah, it's a little bit more rigid on the exterior, but soft on the interior type of thing. Is that what you mean?
Right. Still flexible, not rigid, but and then more foam in the back.
Yeah.
So the urethane seems to do a lot better. It lasts a lot longer than the latex. Latex tends to degrade, under UV and whatnot. And there's a lot of haunts that are outside, home haunts, trails, and hay rides that we do stuff for that. We're trying to make things as durable and stuff that will last long.
Yeah.
That people get a lot of use out of. So there's that. Also, just like we did before, they have foot plates. Hang on just a second, and I'll show you.
Do they have individual foot plates, right? Not like the one big block. The problem what I've had when I have purchased some stuff, I think it was from, I'm not sure if it was from Midnight Studios Effects or Unit 70. And I think that they usually have like the one rectangular like plate and the armatures are like, welded to the plate. The only problem is that there's a lot less movability with that. It takes up a lot more real estate down low too.
I wasn't prepared, so give me like 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
No. Sorry.
But I'm still.
I'm sorry. I'm too pressed for time. I gotta go. See you, Steve. Take care.
No. There's so there are two individual plates, and I'll show you one of them. Basically, there's a steel tube that is in the ankle. Okay, so you see this guy right there. Can you see his feet?
Yep.
Okay, in the ankle. Right now, he's just leaning up against the wall, but the ankle, there's a steel tube that's welded to the rod that accepts the steel plate. So that you get two of these.
So they slide over.
So the character slides right down. It's like a 6-inch rod, and then you can bolt them down. They kind of disappear since they're so small, and that way you could also change. Yeah, you could change also the width of the stance or whatnot.
Is that
one other thing?
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, I was just going to say one other thing is if you're outside, you don't even have to use this. Buy some rod, jam it into the ground, and then you slide them down, and it doesn't even look like you're like, okay, are they real or not? You know?
Because that's perfect. Because that would work great. Steel plate. That would work great for my yard. Because I have a couple of problems with other props that if I had to redesign them, I would have done that. I would have done it. So so they were easy to just like put the rebar in and just slide them over the rebar, and they can freestand. But that's like I could do that over the PVC armatures I have, but the other like more heavier duty pro props that I had, I couldn't do that because they were already like pre-welded to a plate. Angle grinded and cut the plates off, but they still didn't have enough. I tried to put like a coupler on there and a post in the other side to plant them, but they're still not as stable. I really needed to but that's a pain in the ass. Nobody wants to do that. Did you create that? That is a fantastic little mechanism there, or a little connection.
It really is.
Where you can just mount them wherever. That's another problem is if they're on one of those metal plates, you can't really, you could have to drill a hole through it, then try to screw it in and mount it, but that's a pain in the ass. If they came where you can pull them off and put them on, so that way they have more versatility. Right. And you could swap out
now that's what we do for the static. Okay. But the pneumatic, we do have a plate.
It's welded. It's welded on.
Yeah, because we want this solid. One other improvement that we did actually a couple of improvements that we did from last year is all of our eyes are resin eyes. So and they're all done in-house. It was incredible trying to get through the process of it, but we have it mastered, and so they really look cool.
Are you a one-man operation, or do you?
No, there's three of us.
Okay.
Yeah. So So there's so many things to these parts to these characters. It's looking at them, you just think, oh yeah, okay, there's a head, hands, and okay, he's got a costume on. But there are a lot of parts. So the eyes are new. I was airbrushing the eyes, and after talking with people, they like them, but they want They want the resin eyes. They want the glass eyes. They want the more realistic. So, that's what I was getting. They want more realism, and that's what I'm going for this year. Also, this right here is for our hanging vampires. You'd have to see them on our website, or if you've seen them at the trade shows. The hanging vampires, they were kind of the sleeping Lost Boys cave, with I don't have anything in the studio to show you. But they have these feet that they're claw feet that hang on. But what would happen is what we were doing is we had a bracket on the back of the torso that you would screw into the wall or whatever, and then the claw feet would just look like they were grabbing onto something. Now what we've done is we've embedded this bracket into that claw area.
Yeah.
And then it will accept like a 3/4 inch tube all the way through. You'd have to go to the website to see what I was saying as far as the hanging sleeping vampires.
Yeah, I am going to be running this like audio only on the podcast platforms. So So anyway, the thing that we were just talking about a minute ago is actually, it's basically like a small. What's the dimensions of that plate that you can mount in for the feet bracket? What is it, like 4x4?
4x4. So it's 4x4, and it has a 3/8 inch hole.
Yeah.
On each quarter.
Okay, and then it has a
5/16 inch rod.
That right up the middle. So then you have, and then in each one of the legs, it's like a pipe instead. So it's a pipe instead of just a rod that's inside the leg. So the pipe can slip right over this 5/16 rod, and you can mount that anywhere, or like we were, I think we already kind of talked about how you could just put a piece of rebar, something in the or something at least 5/16 inch, and you can slide that, poke that into your yard and slide the prop on top. Now that other mounting bracket, what kind of mounting bracket is that for the vampire claws, so you can mount it to like a pole or something like that?
Yeah,
what are those?
It's just a bracket that actually they use for gas lines, hanging gas lines and whatnot.
Oh yes, okay.
So it's a very portable. Yeah, you see where it's at. Yeah. It just screws right onto the bottom of the foot, and this hole lines right up with that claw, and so the tube will go right through, and it'll look like it's holding right onto that. The claw will be. Yeah,
it's like a heavy duty pipe hanger bracket.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool.
So sometimes we're looking around like the warehouse or the shop, and we find different things like, oh, that's it. That's what we're going to use.
Yeah. Look around your basement, going from the, follow.
Sometimes you find it. It's right there.
You go look, follow go down to the box and follow the how everything's mounted. Same thing, like go down to the boiler or whatever and follow that around and see how everything's mounted into the posts and shit, or into the joists under, the floor joists and stuff. And find all kinds of cool little shit. What else are you going to pretty much stick with creatures? Is that going to be your mainstay, and not try to get too out of, try to add too much to the product line?
What I want to do is just sculpt what's bouncing around in my head. I just it's fun for me, and so if I'm having fun creating monsters, then it's just going to translate, and hopefully people see that, in the finished product. But speaking of that, at Transworld will be that month of Transworld will be the only time that we discount our products. We do that because we don't do the Black Friday or anything like that. We do it exclusive, and we do a 10%. And then another thing that we're going to do for our static props like this guy right here, are 6-footers. They are the shipping is only going to be $99 to the continental U.S. for each one of those. So it's under $100 to ship. And you get a 6-foot character that actually stores away easily and is very versatile.
That's cool. Shipping, that's another thing you never think to take into consideration is how much it costs to ship things. Dude, I just shipped I just sold something on Facebook Marketplace, and it was this cat skeleton. I couldn't even list it as a cat skeleton or a faux cat skeleton because Facebook kept flagging it and saying you can't list any, you can't list cat skeletons or any type of animal skeletons because that's, you're a bad person. So I after I realized, I just put like skeleton. It was a cat skeleton. I couldn't even listen. It was like I couldn't listen. It's like a
feline,
a kitty skeleton or a feline, anything like that. Red flags go up. The algorithm catches it. Anyway, so I sold it, and I was thinking, shipping $15, and then the shipping was like $50. And I was like, oh Jesus Christ! And so I ended up. I went back to the guy. And I said, hey, look, how about could you throw me at least another $20? It came out to like $50 to ship this thing. And so I still lost like another $15 off that transaction. I'm glad it went to where it went. Like, I like the dude. It was like Josh Holder, I believe, who's out in Colorado, the Frightmare compound. So I'm glad it went to a good spot, but I was like, damn. So from now on, it's like, if I do anything like that, it's like, you pay for the ship. You are paying for the shipping. I'm not gonna misquote or give you some vague. So you're a good dude for just saying like 99 flat, because sometimes you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. People know that,
right? Because you don't want to buy at the show, and obviously the animated ones, they're going to go on a pallet and they're going to go freight. There's just no way getting around it. But the static ones, that was one of the reasons why we went with a two-piece, so they like bolt together, is for the shipping cost, to keep it down, because if not, you would have been paying $200-300 to have a character shipped, and it's just not reasonable. So so if I can get the shipping down to less than $100, and the customer knows what they're getting into, they know that there's not going to be a surprise. That includes your box and your shipping and everything.
Okay. Anything else you want to plug, or how about this? If people are attending any of the cons and they want to, let's say people are not attending any of the cons, or especially Transworld where you're going to be, and they want to peep your wares, where do they go to check out your goods?
It's going to be FrightTheatre.com, FRIGHTTHEATRE.
Old school.com.
Yep. That's right.
Old English.
That's
old
what
English
I used to say.
Theater.
Theater. That's right. That's right. So do that. There's you can contact us via email on there. There's also a phone number. Reach out. We're easy to talk to. Don't be scared to call us or email us. We love this. We love this industry just as you do. And so we're easy to talk to, and Okay, so and just one last thing, the 10% show discount, if you're buying, you can get it online as well, but it will be online as well.
Starts when and ends when, so people know.
It will start at the show, I think, what is it, the 26th?
Okay,
the 26th of March.
Because I'm not going, I didn't look. But okay, I'll take you. Sure.
Okay, I think
so. At the beginning, of the show, the start of Transworld Haunt show, and it extends through to how much time do you give them?
Mid-April. It'll be mid-April. Okay. So it gives you a few weeks.
Okay, got it. So
and then that will be the only time that we discount.
All right. Yeah. All right, so you can go to Fright Theater. Are you on any of the other foolishness out there? The other like Facebooky and the Instagram.
Yeah, we got Facebook. Instagram as well.
Okay,
Facebook and Instagram both. Yeah, you can just search and we're there. You'll find us. There was something I was gonna say, Chris, and I cannot.
That I'm amazing. HauntCast is phenomenal. You've been listening forever. You couldn't wait to get on the show, and now that you're here, it's like you can die happy, kind of a thing. Is that what you were going to say?
I mean, this was a bucket list. Actually, no, we talked about this just before we started recording, and you know that I love HauntCast. I love the voices you do. I love the whole.
The voices you do. You're not talking about my buddy Scully, who just happens to not be around here right now. Hey, Scully, where did you go?
Yeah, no, it's just fun. It's all around fun, and I love the name. And you guys, you've been around forever, and I love that. You know, I want to see HauntCast move and keep in big ways.
Well, you guys out there can make that happen by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, turning on all the notifications, and HauntCast is on all the things as well. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. But we're not here for HauntCast. We're here for Fright Theatre. Steve Orihood. Amazing products from the past, amazing products now. And I'm sure amazing products in the future. So I'm sure the quality will not decrease over the years. So, all right, Steve, great having you. Anything else?
No, that's good. It's nice being here. I've really enjoyed chatting with you, and I look forward to seeing you here sometime soon.
All right, cool. All right, man, stay scary.
I'm going now. Heaven help you.
Please like and follow the podcast. Stalk us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Links in the description. And help us by sharing HauntCast with all your haunted Halloween brethren. Until next time, stay scary.